Hi everyone, I am running a little bit behind today, so forgive me. I am getting all my stuff together. I got stuck in traffic when I was supposed to be live, so I'm running a little bit behind. Okay, today I am here to show you a very simple everyday look that you can use. This is great for moms, this is great for working women. If you need to go into work but you don't want to spend a lot of time on your makeup, this is perfect. Just a look to make you look put together, make you feel feminine, but not make you feel like you had to cake on a ton of makeup. That's another perk about our makeup is even when you use a lot of products, you don't feel like you use a lot of products because it's so lightweight. So, I'm going to use quite a few items today. It's not a ton, and I'm going to show you all of them. But they're going to create a really flawless, just pretty feminine look. So the first thing that I am going to do that I do every single day before I put on any makeup, and you should be doing this too, is I am going to use face primer. This is our Glorious Face and Eye Primer. It is fabulous. It is so soft, and it goes on clear. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And the best part is you don't need a lot. I'm going to use that much, okay? So, if you can see that. Okay, and I'm going to just take it and I'm going to rub it all over my face. And the best part is, it's face and eye primer, so I can literally put it all over my face, including my eyelids. And I am just setting the foundation for, well, not the foundation like stuff you use, like a base. It's a base for all of your makeup. It's going to ensure that your makeup stays put, does not go anywhere. It's going to make it last literally all day long, from the time you put it on until the time you take it off at night. It is fabulous. If you are not using primer, you need to make sure that you start using primer, whether it's this one or another one. I do highly recommend this one because it's really good for your skin. And, side note, you can use this on your hair. Just a little bit on your hair will, if you just like add, like I'm just going to take the excess that I just took off my finger, that's like still on my fingers. I'm just going to rub it through my hair. It's going to take all those little frizzies away. And it creates a little shine on your hair. It's perfectly healthy because it's all natural. Okay, so that was our Glorious Face and Eye Primer. I've applied that to my face and I'm going to give it just a few minutes. I usually let this set. Usually when I do my makeup in the mornings, I like go make my coffee or do something while I let this dry. You just want to let it dry for like a minute or two. And you always, always, always want to use primer, okay? It also keeps your makeup from going down in your pores and like getting your pores all gross and everything. Okay. So I am just going to let that do its thing for a second. And while I am doing that, I am looking for some of the products I'm going to be using today. Okay. Also, when you use this primer, it's going to make your face feel like a baby's bottom. It's so smooth. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I was using a cheap primer before I started using this. Like a $6 primer I found at the drugstore or Walmart or something. And it went on real thick. Like it was super thick. Like it almost looked like glue, honestly. And it went on really thick. And it just felt heavy, and it felt just sticky and tacky. Not this. This just is seriously amazing. Like, I want to rub it in all over my skin because it makes my skin feel so soft. And it's super lightweight, and it's so nice. I love it. I don't know why I don't know why I just went. That makes you think it's gross. It's not gross at all. Okay. So the next thing that I am going to do is I am going to use my concealer. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but if I get close, you can see that I have quite a few acne scars down here and up here because unfortunately I tend to pick, and so it leaves a lot of scars on my face, and I hate that I do that. But it is what it is, and I'm trying to stop. So I also have a bunch over here. I have very uneven skin. Like, my skin overall is pretty smooth. Like, I don't have any crazy acne or anything like that. But it's smooth, but it's very patchy. Like, I have red spots here and here and here and here, and I don't know if that's coming through on the video, but I promise you it's there. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to use our Skin Perfecting Concealer, okay? I swear by this stuff. It is phenomenal. Charlotte swears by it too. Ask her. It's amazing. Okay. When she first came to me, she was like, Chelsea, I need something that is going to cover up these under eye circles. I need something that is going to help me with this skin. And I said, girl, let me hook you up. And I'll tell you, she swears by it. Charlotte, if you're on here, vouch for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my concealer, and I am not going to use very much at all. Just for the sake of the video, I am going to use a little concealer brush. Certainly you can use your fingers. I do it all the time. Your fingers are your best tools, okay? So I'm going to put just a smidgen. Literally, that's all I'm using, okay? This does not take much at all. A little tiny bit will go a very long ways, so do not squirt a whole bunch of this on your brush if you ever get this, or on your fingers, because you're going to have way too much product, and you're not going to know what to do with it all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look at my mirror, which is over here, and I'm just going to go over any areas that I feel like really stand out. Like I have a big one on my chin, okay, and I have a couple big ones over here, and I have one on my forehead that stands out, and I have this one that's pretty obvious. Okay, and I'm just distributing this product over those places that I'm like super paranoid about, okay? And I'm just going to very gently, like literally it just covered that. Do you see that? Do you guys see what's happening here? Gone. Y'all, gone. Not for real, but you would never know. They'll still be there when I take my makeup off, but nobody else will know that. I have a lot of scars on my chin, so I'm kind of going all over. If you do sign on here and you are watching, please say hello, just so I know who's with me and I know that I'm not just being stalked, or I call them creepers. You're not creepers, but I like to know who's with me. I will not ask you to talk, I just want you to say hey. Okay. Do you guys see what that just did? Can we get a load of this, please? Do you see any of those marks that I just showed you before? No, you do not. Okay? Our Skin Perfecting Concealer is exactly that. It's skin perfecting. Makes you look like you have great skin, even if you don't. Okay? So, after I do my concealer, and a little tip is when you are doing concealer to blot out blemishes. So things like pimples, acne scars, sunspots, anything like that, or like redness. You want to make sure that you are using a concealer that is a similar color to your foundation. These are very, 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 very similar, okay? They're like one shade off. And I only did that because we're approaching the winter months, and I know I'm going to go down a shade, so I went ahead and got a lighter shade than one lighter shade than my foundation. But when you're doing your concealer to blot out all those spaces on your face, you want to make sure you get a shade that's super similar to your foundation so that it all blends really well, and you don't have, if you use a concealer that is lighter than your foundation, after you put your foundation on, those spots are just going to like shine. They're going to be like, hello, here we are. Okay, it's going to draw attention to them, and you're trying to do the opposite of that. So you want to make sure you use a similar color. Alright, so after our concealer, I'm going to shake my foundation. I am using our Liquid Touch foundation because this is the only foundation I will ever use ever again. Because it is that amazing. Okay, so I'm going to shake it. And I am going to use our liquid foundation brush, which looks like this. It's very dense, and it's small, and it's got a little crevice in the middle. And I am going to distribute my product on the outer rim of this. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops for now. And I'm just going to take it, and I am going to dot some product all over my face. Literally, you guys, I used 5 little drops of this foundation, and it's going to cover my entire face, and it's going to give me full coverage, like totally cover everything. Okay? You ready? So here we go. You're going to start taking your brush, and you are just going to rub it in. It's called blending. You are blending this all out, and you are just evening out your skin tone. You're covering anything that you're a little bit paranoid about. Like I said, I don't have super horrible skin, like I really shouldn't complain at all. But I do have a lot of areas that I pay attention to, even if nobody else does. And so to know that it's all evened out and it's all just covered up just makes me feel so much better. It makes me not even worry about them when I'm like out in public, because I know nobody's looking at them, because nobody can see them. People are gonna be like, girl, your skin is gorgeous. And you can be like, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you about my best friend. Okay. Now, another tip when you're doing your foundation, you want to take it down your neck a little bit, because most of us, our face is lighter than the rest of our bodies, especially in the summertime. And so you don't want to have like one color on your face and then the rest of your body be a totally different color, because then you're going to look kind of slay. And people are going to be able to tell. Remember, we're trying to go natural, and you don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, she has on a ton of makeup. You want them to be like, holy cow, she looks so good, and she doesn't even have on very much makeup, if any at all. Okay? So I'm just taking a lot of extra time because I'm talking so much. I wouldn't normally rub it in this much. Okay. Done. Flawless. Honest to God, I could leave my house right now just like this, and I would feel pretty confident. Okay? And I have done that before, like if I'm going to the grocery store or anything like that, just running errands. But I just want to cover up some spaces that I am self-conscious about. This makes me feel like a whole new woman, okay? But because I want to show you some looks you can use even like at work, or if you're going out to lunch with girlfriends, or you're going on a coffee date, or even if you're going out on a date at night, this is a look that you can use. Okay, so we have done primer, concealer, foundation. The next thing that I am going to do is my mascara. I lied. I'm not going to do my mascara yet. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I just did a tutorial. Guys, I think I forgot my, oh no I didn't. Here it is. I thought I forgot my eyeliner brush. I just did a tutorial yesterday on eyebrows. And if you haven't checked it out yet, scroll back down through my videos and you will find it. It is super quick, super easy way to make your brows look fuller, and I'm about to do it again. So, for this, I am using my favorite eyeshadow palette. Is the Addiction Shadow Palette, and it is palette 1. Currently, we have 3 eyeshadow palettes. We have this one, which is like warm tones, like golds, neutrals. We have another one that's like silvers and blacks, and then we have another one that's got like some purples and some pinkish colors. They're all gorgeous. They're all beautiful. I recommend them. I am going to take the color Forthright. It is this dark brown color right here, and I am going to shape my brows. So I'm just going to let you watch. Okay. I do lick mine sometimes because it makes it more like a liquid liner. If you want it just to be dry, just do it dry. Okay, so I'm just outlining first, right along the top of my current existing hairs. And then I'm just going to take any leftover product and just start rubbing that in. Okay? If you need to go back in for more, do so. So I'm just filling in what I got right now. And then I'm going to actually make it extend a little bit out here so that they look a little bit larger than they actually are. And if you start doing this and you're like, oh my god, my eyebrows are way too dark, go down a shade. Go down to a lighter shade. That's an easy fix. Sometimes I do this and I'm like, holy cow, they look so dark. And then other times, they don't, so. Sorry, I'm trying not to talk too much because I gotta focus when I do my eyebrows. Okay, so I just did my brows. My natural brow, my real eyebrow, ends right here. So I just added this on, but you can't tell. That's how well this matches my eyebrows. Okay? So, like I said in my other video, you just want to do little, very fine hair-like motions. You just want to do it very gently. You don't want to like dig in there because then it's going to look drawn on, and we don't want it to look drawn on. We want it to look as natural as possible. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. Even if you don't wear foundation or concealer or any of that, brows are a great way to frame your face and to just change up your look a little bit. For the longest time, I was like, nope, don't have time to do my brows. There's no way. I'm not doing that. It's going to look super fake. It's going to look stupid. I'm not doing it. Oh, was I wrong? Was I wrong? No longer, my friends. No longer. This is, in fact, one of my favorite things to do now, because I feel like it just totally changes the look of my face. You may not agree, but that's just what I think. Okay, so there we have it. I'm actually going to go in a little bit more. Like I said, I am using my, I'm sorry if that was cut off from the screen. I am using my mirror, and I'm just filling in my brows. Okay. And the good thing about this is you can go in as far as you want, or you can stop. You can do whatever the heck you want. And the reason I like using eyeshadow as opposed to a pencil, which I do use a pencil sometimes, just depends on my mood. Our brow pencils and liners are great. But the reason I like using eyeshadow is because I can pack on the color as much or as little as I want. And I can really fill in some areas that are super patchy. Which I have a lot because somebody hacked my eyebrows off years ago and they have never been the same. Y'all ever been to the hair salon and they just like keep talking and then before you know it all your hair's gone? Yeah, that happened to my eyebrows. Okay, there's my eyebrows. Again, I used my eyeshadow palette to do that. Okay. And a little trick, if you want to just rub your fingers over it, just to kind of even out anything that might, any little lines that might still be there. Alright, after I do my brows, I am going to do my mascara. Now, this is another optional thing, is an eyelash curler. I am going to curl my eyelashes because, like many of you probably, I have super short, thin lashes that are not full at all. If you guys hop on here, if you would just say hey in the comments, or like give me a thumbs up or something, just so I know who's watching. You do not have to comment or participate otherwise, but just let me know you're here so I know who's with me. It's just nice to know. I can see how many people are watching me, I just can't see who they are. So it's always nice to know who is with me. Okay. Again, this is a live video, so that means that you can interact with me if you want to. Feel free to ask any questions. Okay. So I just curled my lashes in already. That made them just come out more, which I need because I don't have any lashes, barely. So I am using our 3D fiber lashes. These are thebomb.com. They're all natural. They have green tea in them, which actually promotes lash growth, which I need because my lashes are disappearing, I feel like. So, what I'm going to do, and it comes in 2 parts if you do ever decide to use our lashes. I feel like I hear people say all the time, like, oh, I bought this voluminous mascara and it's just not doing anything for my lashes. You will not have that problem if you buy these, I promise. It comes with transplanting gel and the fibers, which I'm going to show you how to use them right now. So the transplanting gel is a wand, just like a regular mascara. Okay? And you're going to apply that just like you would regular mascara. And ladies, you want to, this is just what I like to do. I feel like it gives me the best coverage on my lashes. I start all the way at the base of my lashes. And I kind of like blink. Not really, but kind of. And just really coat those lashes. Get it on there good. Wiggle it up. You really want to coat your lashes really, really well. Especially if you're using these fiber lashes, because the part I'm going to do next is applying the little fibers. And you're probably like, what the heck are you talking about? And that's what's really going to make your eyelashes just pop. Okay? Another tip really quickly. Don't forget your lower lashes. So many people only do their top lashes and then they have like nothing on the bottom. Don't do that. Do your bottom lashes. That's what's going to give you like that full look. Okay? Another tip. I know I'm full of tips today. You want to make sure we all have little lashes on the inside and outside of our eyes. Don't forget those bad boys. Get your mascara wand and get right in there and get those, okay? So now I'm going to move on to the part of the mascara that confuses everybody. They're like, what? Fibers, what? These are fibers. There is no product on this. This is the other little tube. It's just these little tiny black fibers. That's why they're called fiber lashes. Okay? These are made with green tea, and you are going to just take these fibers, and they're going to stick to what you just put on your lashes. You're going to take them from about the middle of your eyelashes, and you're going to work them all the way to the outside of your lashes. You're not going to go all the way down to like where your eyeball is, because if you do that, you might get some little fibers in your eyes, which is fine. They're not going to hurt your eyes, but you just obviously don't want little fibers in your eyes. So you're going to go about halfway down and just work your way up, and you're just going to pack those babies on. Okay? And I always joke that I cannot do my mascara without opening my mouth. I have tried so hard. I feel like an idiot when I'm doing my mascara, so don't laugh at me. Okay, here's another thing. If you do ever use the fiber lashes, I know some of you already use Younique, so you get little fibers, just wipe them away. They don't get stuck to your face. Okay? I'm not going to dip this back in the tube because there are plenty of fibers on here for me to use on my other eye, so I'm just going to set this down. Okay? Then I'm going to take my transplanting gel again. This is the probably most important step. And I'm going to go back over top of what I just did. So you did the transplanting gel at first, and then you put your fibers on, and now you're going back over top of those fibers to lock them in place. This mascara is waterproof, but it comes off so easily when you take your makeup off at night. I use our Shine Eye Makeup Remover cloths to take off my makeup, and all I do is like literally just rub very gently and it comes off. But I can go in the pool, I can take a shower, I can sweat like crazy, and these lashes stay on like nobody's business. They don't run or make any black marks on my eyes. They're awesome. Okay, so can you guys see a difference? Look at that. Woohoo! Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side really, really quickly without talking. You've probably learned by now that I tend to talk a lot. It's a blessing and a curse. And I always try to look down. I wasn't just doing it, and then I realized I wasn't doing it. I always try to look down when I'm doing my mascara so that I don't get it on my eyelid. As opposed to being like, doing it up and swiping up like this where you get your wand all over your eyelid. Do it down. Okay, it eliminates that problem. And I'm going to get those little inner lashes right now. Okay. Do one more coat up here. Okay. Now I'm going to take my fibers. Remember, this is the same wand I used. I did not stick it back in the little fiber tube. You can if you want, but you don't need to. There's plenty of fibers on it. And I'm going to just go middle of my lashes, and I'm just working that product on. I will say these lashes, this mascara does take like a day or two to get used to wearing, just because it's different than any other mascara. But girl, will change your life. And I am a firm believer that good eyelashes can make or break your look. if you're not wearing foundation, but you want to spruce up your look a little bit, and you're like, God, man, I wish I could just look a little bit better, or like do something minor to like make myself just feel more feminine, add some mascara. Get you some of these, y'all. They're seriously fabulous. Okay. So I'm done with that. Except I'm not, because I didn't do my transplanting gel. Nobody told me. Alright, so I'm just going to go back over top of my fibers with my transplanting gel really quickly. Just to lock them in place. Y'all, I said I wasn't going to talk. Clearly that worked out. And the beautiful thing about these are, if you want them even thicker than they are after the first coat, girl, go back over it. Okay, that's thebomb.com, and those are my lashes. They're real. They're just with these. Okay, so now my lashes are done. Now I'm going to teach you another fun little trick that you can use using concealer. Now, I am going to use some CoverGirl concealer because my lighter shade of concealer that I don't have it. I just had to order some new one. Some new one? That makes no sense. A new one. So I am using my my non-unique stuff for this video today. So what I'm going to do is, here's a trick for concealer. Pay attention, ladies. You're going to want to know this. This is going to brighten up my eye. Okay? It's going to make me appear more awake. It's going to brighten up this whole area here. Okay? It's also, if you have dark circles, this is going to cover those dark circles. This particular concealer is not my favorite because it does not cover very well. Our Touch concealer, like I already told you, is liquid gold, and it covers like nobody's business. You will not see any dark circles if you use our concealer. So I'm going to teach you a trick. When you're doing concealer under your eyes, a lot of people tend to do like a U shape. You don't want to do that. That's going to draw more attention to that area. You want to do like a triangle. Okay? So it's kind of like, I do like a longer extended triangle. There's a name for that. As a teacher, I should know what it is. I feel like it's like isosceles or something like that. I can't remember, you guys. So I'm going to do it on the other side. Now, another thing with this concealer is I have to use a lot more of this concealer. Like, you can see how much I'm using. If I were to be using my Skin Perfecting concealer, I would need about less than that one drop for both eyes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my Beauty Blender. This is a Beauty Blender, okay? I'm going to use this for my, this is my preference for concealing under my eyes. I just really love it. I did dampen this with some water before I started this video. Beauty blenders, you want to dampen a little bit. They blend better if they're a little bit wet, in case you didn't know that. A lot of people don't know that and they just use them dry. If you dampen it a little bit and just kind of like squeeze it out, and then it's just like barely wet, it's going to blend really well. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to work it up. Okay, and I'm just going to blend it out. So I'm just going right here, and I go right up here about to where my eyebrow is, and I get right in there under my lashes. And I like this one because it's pointy. Okay, I think I got this one at Target. I think they're like around $4. Unique sells one, and it sells these, and it comes with, it's a 2-pack. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side, and I'm just blotting. I'm not pressing hard at all. I'm just very gently pressing. When you're working with your under eye, you do not want to press down hard. It's a very, very delicate area. So you want to just be very gentle with your movements under there and with how hard you're pressing down. You can also use your finger for this. You could also use a brush. It is totally up to you. If you do decide to use your finger, I recommend using your ring finger because you have the gentlest touch with your ring finger. And because this area is so delicate, you want to be really gentle. Okay. Do you guys see how much brighter my under eyes are? Like, even with this concealer. Okay. Now, I have been blessed. I do not have horrible under eye circles unless I'm like super, super sleepy. So I don't have to really worry about covering that. I will say that if I did have under eye circles, this would not cover it like I would want. the days when I'm like super tired, I use my Younique concealer for like my dark circles, and I prefer to use that concealer anyways. I'm just out of it right now. Okay, so I just concealed my under eye. You know what another perk is? If you have any, like if you use eyeshadow or if your mascara like gets under your eye, you can cover that up with concealer. Easy peasy. Okay. Another little trick, I'm just like full of them, and I'm probably like overwhelming you, but y'all, I've just got so much I want to tell you that's so easy. Our face and eye primer, another little trick, if you get eyeliner or like mascara or something on your around your eye, like my most frustrating thing is if I'm doing my makeup and I get mascara or I mess up my eyeliner and it gets on my eye makeup, I get so frustrated. You can take a Q-tip and put a little tiny speck of this Glorious Face and Eye Primer on the Q-tip, and it works like an eraser. It literally will just erase whatever you're trying to get rid of. It takes it right off. So this stuff, you can use it for your hair. Obviously, you use it for your face. You can use it as a little makeup eraser. It's fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. So I have done concealer for my blemishes, foundation, my eyebrows using eyeshadow, mascara, and a lighter colored concealer under my eyes. Remember, the ones I did on my blemishes was very similar to my foundation color. The one I did under my eyes is a shade, at least a shade or two lighter than my foundation color, because you want it to brighten. You don't want it to blend right in. Okay? Next up is blush, my fave. Okay, so I am going to show you our blushes through Younique are literally my favorite blushes on the planet. They are humongous. That's how big they are. They come with an awesome mirror. Okay, they're huge. This is one of my favorite colors. It's one that I've used a lot during the summertime. It's called Sophisticated. It's like a corally color. I am not going to use this color today. I'm actually going to use the color Sweet, which is kind of like a mauve-y, like, it's really good for fall and like winter, but you could totally use it all year long. But it's the same size as this. It looks just like this. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you what it looks like. And blush is such an easy way to bring a little bit of color to your face without going crazy. So I'm going to take just a blush brush that I have. I think it's, yeah, it's e.l.f. It's by e.l.f. brand. I probably got it at Target. I get everything at Target. Okay, and I'm going to dip that in my blush. Now, the great things about our blushes are they're so pigmented that you don't need a lot. Like, that's just a little tiny bit. And what you want to do is, if you're not sure where to put blush, a lot of people kind of tend to misplace it, which, whatever, there's really no rules with makeup, but if you want to find where to put your blush, here's a good way to do it. If you smile, or if you, anything like that, any of those faces, right here, these are the apples of your cheeks. So what I'm going to do, okay, and then I'm going to blend it up. This is a really pretty color. It's very natural. Okay, and this lighting is probably making it hard to see. Okay. Apple of my cheek. And then I'm blending it right up. Your cheekbone is right here. You can feel your cheekbone. You just want to rub it. Some people like to just leave it on the apples of their cheeks, just right here, and just kind of blend it right there. I prefer to go all the way up the apple of my cheek. Up my cheekbone. Sorry. Today's been a crazy day, y'all. And just blend it out, and it just gives me a really pretty color. And I am not saying this to sound vain in any way whatsoever, but I have been complimented on my blush a lot, especially recently. And so, obviously, I think it probably looks okay to rub it all the way up your cheekbone. I just think it's really pretty. Okay, so already you can see that before it was just kind of like a blank canvas. It looked beautiful and it was flawless, but now I have a little bit of color on there, okay, and it's just really super simple, and it's really pretty and feminine, okay? So that's blush. After you do your blush, I am not going to do bronzer today. I'm actually going to later in the week show you guys how to do some contouring, which gives your face dimension. It's actually like super simple. People think it's really, really complicated, and it's not at all. And it gives your face some dimension, and it just makes you look like gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Okay, so what I am going to do now is I'm going to do my lips. Okay, now I'm going to show you two things. You could do one of two things for your lips. I really like this look just like this, and I could totally only use lip gloss and it'd be absolutely stunning. Or I could use lipstick, lip stain, whatever your choice is, you can do. In the picture I posted earlier, I had on lip stain, so I am going to do that again. The lip stain that I used was, for some reason, I'm having a hard time remembering. You guys, I just don't remember. Sultry, that's what it was. Sultry. So I'm going to use the color Sultry. It's like a reddish like purple. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's really, really pretty. It's great for fall. So what you're going to do is with a lip stain, and I am using one of our sample size lip stains because I do not have all of the colors. I'm going to be really honest with you, because I'm not going to just order stuff just to order it. I want stuff that I'm actually going to use. So I still have samples left from my presenter's kit of all of the lip stains and all of the lip glosses. So the ones that I don't use as much, I tend to just use the samples. But I am actually planning on ordering this one because I have grown to love it. So anyways, this is one of the lip stains in the color Sultry. It is a darker color. You can see how dark it is. So what you're going to do is just put it on like you would a lipstick. Okay? Okay, you can see the difference in the color. And I'm going to do it on the top lip. I go slow with this because I tend to, if I go too fast, I mess it up. Now, the difference between a lip stain, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Yeah, this is definitely one of my new favorite colors. It is so pretty. Okay? The difference between a lip stain and a lipstick is a stick is a little bit more, not moisturizing, that's not the right word I'm looking for, but it's almost like glossier. This is a literal stain, so it goes on and it really sinks into your lips, and it is going to, I say stain your lips, you're going to be able to get it off, but it's just going to last a lot longer than lipstick because, like, for lipstick, for example, if you take a sip from a cup, you know, it leaves the ring on the cup. This is more like a matte, so it really sinks into your lips, and it's not going to come off on everything that you touch. It's going to transfer a little bit, but not a lot at all. Okay, so on top of this, I'm actually going to use my favorite gloss in the whole world, and it is the color Luxe. Where is it? Okay, it is the color Luxe. And it's gorgeous. And I am using the sample today because I have it right here. And my other one is with all my other makeup. And I was in a rush, I'm not going to lie to you, so I forgot to grab it. So I'm going to dip it in my sample and go right over top. And this mutes it just a little bit, not too much. But it gives it a little bit of a shine. It's just really pretty. Okay, so this is my final look. You guys, it took me a long time to do it today because I was talking so much. But if I was to do this and not talk and just not do it for an audience per se, 10 minutes tops. Easy, easy, easy. Everybody has 10 minutes to spend on themselves. Even you moms, even you busy working moms, working ladies if you're not a mom. Everybody can do this. It's so easy. I feel really pretty. And I don't know about you, but when I feel pretty, I feel really confident. And I know I just exude confidence. So why not? Spend 10 minutes on yourselves. You are worth it. Okay, you are worth it. Took me a long time to realize that, but now I do, and I make time for myself every day to do my makeup, whether it's 3 minutes or 25 or 30 minutes or an hour. I make time for myself, depending on what the day holds. But it's worth it. You're worth it. It's so easy to get a look like this and to just really feel put together, even though you're not wearing that much. And y'all, I don't feel like I have any makeup on. The only thing I feel like I have on is lip gloss. But even that is awesome. Their lip glosses, these are my favorite ones in the whole world. They're not sticky, they're not tacky, they don't smell. I love them. Love them. Love them. Okay? Gorgeous. So, this is a super simple look. Makes me feel pretty. Like, I would totally wear this on date night. Okay? Also, a little hair trick that I have done today, which it looks kind of sloppy right now because I literally did this in 5 seconds, is you take like a headband, you know, like the elastic kind that wraps around your head, and you tuck. So I put it on top of my hair, so it's actually on top of my hair back here, and you take these pieces and you tuck them in, like you pull this up and you tuck them in under here, and you just do that multiple times, and it kind of like rolls it around. So easy, so quick, and it looks really, I think it looks pretty. If not, then oh well, but I think it does. So, this is a super easy way to get a really pretty look, you guys. I hope that you will use it. And if you are interested in any of the products that I use today, please let me know. I know you guys would love them. They are fabulous. I don't promote this just because I sell it. I promote it because I actually really love it. It's worth every bit, and I mean every single word I say. So, I hope you guys love it. I will see you soon.